Wow, well, this is a turnout. Everyone awake after that little intro? Good. It sounds exactly like it did last night. So welcome to day 2 of what is already an epic London Calling. The talks have been amazing, highly inspiring. And Gordon kicked off the show yesterday talking about the Midlands. I'm sure many of you in the auditorium have visited. If you don't, please do. And I thought I'd sort of take that story. He talked a lot about that crucible of innovation, iron ore smelting in the 1700s. I thought I'd bring that a little closer to home because all of innovation, it's always a journey. There's a starting point, and as you are all proving, there's an innovation, and then there's the application of it. So if you think about the London Underground, it was the first underground system on the planet, completely enabled by iron smelting. And I found quite a lot of parallels between that and the revolution that we see in genomics today. So 1860s, that's when the first underground tunnel was built in London. It was built using a cut and cover mechanism, created a short line, completely transformed London, but in the meantime, knocked down houses, knocked down streets, and it was incredibly disruptive. So it actually only took 7 years between a cut and cover method to the Great Head Shield that was completely and absolutely built out of iron, and they were putting iron rings around as they were digging underground. And as you can see, it was hard work. It wasn't all perfectly implemented, it wasn't seamless, but they did a lot of firsts. It was the first time we tunneled completely under rivers, under cities, without disturbing the world above. And now the job is to try and get this all integrated. So any innovation, it's always about a journey. It's always about starting somewhere, getting things working, making the whole experience really smooth. And so this has been our journey so far. So we started in 2014. We launched MinION in 2014. The MinION line came up. And from that, we've had GridION, PromethION, Voltrax, Flongle. Clive talked yesterday about the SmidgeION ASIC. So it's been a journey. And the main thing always to remember is that the key things that really drive our improvements are all of the updates that we make to our chemistry, to our software, and all of those are shipped out. So you invest in the device once, and it's an investment that keeps on giving, keeps on improving, keeps on driving in terms of performance. And we are still very much on our journey. Hold on to your seats. It's a bit of an interesting transition. And this is what we've promised. This is what we've said we are going to be delivering. We are right now right in the midst of rolling out all of our Q20s, rolling out all of our PromethIONs, getting short fragment modes, all the sample prep automation done. But we will go into a multi-omics platform. We will get protein sequencing out, Aptamer, small molecules. We have our Gen 2 platforms that are built on the SmidgeION ASIC. And voltage sensing, all of these things are things that we are working on, and hopefully we will be talking about them in years to come. So let's just remind ourselves of where we are today. So today we're sequencing, and you are sequencing anything. So sequencing anything from cell-free DNA all the way up to the largest genomes on the planet. You're doing transcriptomics, and we are seeing everything within those molecules, be them SNV, structural variants, methylation. We're adding the 6MA, adding the all context into that. You're phasing, and same on the transcriptomic side, expression analysis, RNA mods, isoform detection, and that is in bulk, single cell, and spatial. So anything, everything, all in one experiment. And be it that on a Flongle, MinION, PromethION flow cell. You can scale this. You can buy the device that's right for you, all the way from $1,000 MinION all the way up to the high throughput PromethION systems. And we really work on the affordability. And for the eagle eye members of the audience, you may have spotted that on Wednesday, we launched new PromethION pricing as the P2 takes off to make sure that P2 users have very, very accessible PromethION flow cell pricing. Clive showed this yesterday. As we continue to improve our chemistry, as we continue to drive output, we will continue to deliver value. And there are lots of flexible purchasing options for all of your devices, from starter packs, CapEx, and coming soon, we will start launching project packs because we get more and more customers coming to us for large projects, and they want everything in one bundle. So please do talk to your sales team if you're interested in that. So together, we've developed all of the approaches. You've developed all the approaches from metagenomics, targeted sequencing, low-pass, whole genome sequencing. Dan talked yesterday about SkimSeq, and there's been actually plenty of publications on that before as well. There's the whole genome sequencing element, assembly. Right now on stand, we're running a couple of ORG1 samples, so we're running a butterfly and a spider monkey. And of course, the telomere-to-telomere assembly that you'll hear a lot about later. And so you found through all of these discoveries that what we've been missing until recently really matters. And you've been finding that speed is important, that you can get higher diagnostic yields, you can get copy numbers that you can't see before, you can get rapid assessments of genetic risk, and Danny Miller's certainly in the audience today, but also characterize TB, characterize metagenomic profiles. But really to drive impact, it's that ability to deliver answers quickly, ability to deliver the answers in the place that you need them. So you've all found that what you're missing matters, but in addition, how, where, and when we generate data and how quickly we can generate answers is really, really important. So products evolve, it's a journey, and what the journey that we're on is trying to get the impact that you have all been uncovering, the data type that you've got, and get that to really deliver impact to everyone's lives on a daily basis. So you need stability, you need robustness. We've been deploying an enormous amount of automation into our factories. We're getting increased consistency, increasing in volume in our flow cells. That has been showing great results so far in field, so we're happy that that's working for everyone. We've got supported end-to-end workflows, so more and more of these are popping up on the community, and we've got all of our field application teams trained up on these so that they can support you, they can have minimum output based on your samples. And a really, really big thing for us this year is getting our software download process improvement. So with the Minnow launch that just went out this week, there's a really, really big improvement in how we're going to be able to do software downloads and make that a lot more seamless. On the automation side, an enormous amount of partnerships have been going on there with Tecan, Beckman Coulter, Hamilton, so there are a lot of scripts out there already. Please get in touch with the automation team if you are interested. But also the Dorado implementation into Minnow that's coming very shortly. That is going to be able to deliver integration of onboard analysis. And it's not just base calling. We have to do methylation, we want to do alignment, we want to do all of these things. So with the Dorado release that's coming, an A100 tower should be able to keep up with over 3,000 flow cells a year. One-click informatics, those of you who've been in the DAC cave this morning will have heard our team talking all about our epitome roadmap and how that is integrating all of the analysis into one system. And what we also want to do is then take that and integrate it into Minnow so that you start your run and you can start getting results straight away. So we get an increasing number of questions about this. We have a lot of you in the audience who use our products for research, but also a lot of you in the audience who want to take that the next step and start developing assays, and even some partners who want to take it a step further. And you heard Asuragen here yesterday in making applied products. So in the life science research space, we will continue to innovate, we will continue to bring new capabilities into the hands of everyone who wants to try it, and we do this through developer, early access, and release phases. We then take product, we put it into Q-Line. That's feature frozen product. So you have software and consumable support for 12 months, and it's same pricing as standard product. And then for partnerships, we're looking at applied and market products where the product is locked for a specific application. And this is some of the work that's going on behind the scenes. So you all know Minnow, what we're calling the expert mode Minnow. This is the Minnow that you use every day. Fun channel panels, lots of green screens, lots of lines everywhere, and all of you know exactly what they mean. But when you start taking the product into labs where it's technicians, where all they want is an answer, those things can become incredibly daunting and very scary. So we've got Minnow workflow mode coming. It's being worked on in the background, where you simply select the test that you want to run, and an answer comes out at the other side. So with all of these building blocks that are coming in, we're starting to get ready for all of these product integrations. So we have upstream integrations coming, lots of partners coming to us with targeted panels or extraction or sample prep technologies. We also have a lot of downstream partners coming with analysis pipelines, algorithms, databases, and they all want to start plugging in and making the whole experience absolutely seamless. And we're getting the product ready for that. And Turbot is going to be really the first incarnation. It's going to be the first full end-to-end solution that's in active development now, sample extraction, all the way to analysis, all in one box. And so, as a reminder, this is what we're doing right now for all of the research, applications. So, all of the P2 launches, MinION launches that are coming, all of the kit launches. But there is an enormous amount of work going on under the hood to get this product ready, to take all of your innovation and put it in places where it's going to be incredibly impactful. And with that, I believe I'm ready to take a few questions before we get on with this very, very exciting day. Thank you.